now, actually 2 metal flowers. Changed my mind, I'll teleport here instead. And then we'll go look for that. Is it this way? Probably on this side. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that this Fidelity FX CAS, contrast adaptive smoothing or whatever it's called, has improved visual quality by quite a lot. Oh, man. I had to put a shit ton of guards here.
I can get out of this.
Are you shitting me? No. Let's fight each other. Kind of Dark Souls style, you do get some invulnerability frames, I think. Let's see.
That hurt it.
Guess that's a better way to kill them, I suppose. Buggers really chased me. I don't think that was all of them. Maybe I'm lucky. Okay, that was all. There it is. Gotcha. Okay. So I guess it's faster to teleport back here. Maybe I'll check that out. There should be... I mean, if it's a village, there should be a fireplace. Come on, could you bloody not?
Oh boy.
Storm. I don't think I fought one of these before. That guy has a lot of HP, so maybe I don't have a real reason to fight him, maybe... Maybe I just don't. It's a bit unnecessary for now. I'm sure there will be a reason to fight him later.
They must be awesome. They've put their stamp on this place.
So here's a quest as well, I might as well pick that up. So I have a reason to come back.
Well, well. Always told Derval a woman would undo him, and he had it coming. I've calluses older than you. I've calluses enough if you want to test me. She sparks. I believe it, Flamehair. Petra Forge woman. Aloy. Machine hunter. Machine hunter, eh? Huh. I could have a use for you. Straight of it is, we're being muscled out of our own claim. That's why I've been working on this scrap-spitting beast. It's a dispute settler. What is this place, Petra? The Free Heap. Free because we answered to no one but ourselves, the metal, and the dust storms. And the heap's back there. A scrapyard, piled by Osram past, from the leavings of the old ones. Breathe it in. Get the smell in you. Smoke. And sweat. Living in the trees has dulled your senses. I could taste
Played
5
by
metals just in my
digitally
spit.
aged
So all the
Ana de
scrap was left
Armas
by the
in the
ancients.
live-action version.
Was it a battlefield? Stockpile maybe, or a rubbish heap. Packed so tight it all fused together. Those old ones tossed away more than we'll ever know. But don't you want to know? To understand what it all meant? Nah. Some delvers spend their whole lives trying to make sense of it. Not me. What it means is there's good smelting here. Yeah, don't need to understand a forest to chop down the trees for your arrows.
If you did, you'd know Ridgewood makes better shafts.
Oh, careful, you'll scald your tongue with that fire. I don't pine for the old ones. They had their time. Their works are finished. All their inventions are under mountains now, rust on bones. My sisters and brothers of the Forge will make a new world.
Yeah, but you could accelerate your development.
So you're
Never
a
mind.
Forge woman. You run the Forge and the town too.
The town is the Forge, and everyone pulls their weight. The right way to do it, without all the Eildermen having their say. If we were back in the claim, Osram land, 3 days argument anytime someone wants to hammer in a bolt.
Sounds infuriating.
Oh, it is. But we like arguing. You need hot air to keep a furnace burning. Still, some traditions aren't up for debate. I would have ended up Petra Forge wife. How do you like the sound of that?
I don't think it fits you.
Good answer. That's why I left. I was steel young from the Forge then. Could make anything of myself before I cooled in my ways.
This weapon you're working on, I've never seen anything like it. Your design?
See my face in it, can you? This one's mother helped reclaim Meridian back in the day. A job like that isn't done with strategy. They needed to shake the walls, turn the mad Sun King's army to blood and feathers. What's that face for?
Weapons with such power.
It's not the weapon, Flamehair, it's the wielder. If that siege had touched the Great Elevator, they'd have answered to me. Good work, that elevator. Story in every chain link. I'll make you suffer them one day if you like. This beast doesn't have a story yet. Too heavy to carry, eats metal like a snap maw.
So you left your homeland and came here?
Went to Meridian, everyone does. Joined the work gangs on the Great Elevator. We finished just as the Mad King got a taste for blood. So I spat and swore I'd find a place for everyone who stuck with me. We lived job to job until the war ended. Then we came upon this old Osram camp. Long abandoned, metal piled up high. a place to start again. A place to leave my mark. When I was your age, I thought the lasting mark came from the hardest strike.
I suppose you know better now that you're an elder.
Trade secret.
You said you're being pushed out of your territory.
Out of the junk heap. A pack of scrappers came snuffling in just after we opened a good seam of weapon parts. And now we've got a standoff with a gang of bandits at our foundry. They blockaded us out. They're sitting on our power cells. Guess they like shiny things. Well, to finish up our defenses, I need those parts and cells. In and out job. Keep your hands clean.
I'm not afraid of getting them dirty.
Aren't you a blast of air from the bellows?
She just keeps going with the forge pun, see? Let me steal some of your shards, because the game will let me do that. Well, that's cool and all, but I did promise or did say that I was going to do some main quest stuff. Is there a ramp down on the other side? But there was, and I was just... well, ramp, but an exit, definitely. Don't particularly want to fight the Thunderjaw right now. Looks like a lot of work. Another quest. Just want to see what that is. Oop, rabbit. Ooh. No! Bloody talisman, I wanted the skin. Why, hello there.
Easy now. What's your name? What happened?
Hackard. Find help for Pitchcliff. The Glindorks keep attacking. They'll kill my brother. Everyone.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
He died? Yeah, we'll do that later. Don't think the game is gonna care. This looks ominous. Phantom limbs. Dictation on. My legs hurt. I keep reaching down to rub them, but of course they're not there. I tell you, it's one thing to hear about ghost limbs, another to be haunted by them. Moment my hand passes into empty space, I'm back in Bridgewater, and that nano haze is stripping my legs layer by layer as the squad's medbot drags me out of the line of fire. And I start screaming like I was screaming there, in two places at once, two halves, but one of them gone forever, dissolved. And through the wall of the infirmary I can hear them cheering the MRB for saving our asses, covering our evac back there here. Crediting them with NYC still standing after a week. Do they even hear when I start screaming? Sergeant says I'll have prosthetics fitted tomorrow. Good as new. Both know he's lying. I'll never be good again. Is it a lie though? He had some pretty fancy tech at before the apocalypse in this game universe.
Forget about traveling light.
Well, I guess up we go.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
I don't see the stalkers, but if you say so, I'm sure they're here. So let's go all sneaky like. Wonder if there's a way to sneak past this. Maybe if you snipe the watcher. Yeah, you know you want to investigate this. Hello, stalker. Just here enjoying this lovely morning sun. Just kill him, I suppose. Trying to stealth is also a fun part of the game. I haven't really been playing that much. Yeah, you heard me. Here, boy. Good boy. And goodbye. What is that?
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
Yeah, they probably have a very limited AI. I mean, evidently they have a very limited AI. I guess even in the universe they may not be the most they're obviously not as advanced as Gaia or Hades. Well, that's a problem. I feel like this is something I could get around just by throwing rocks. Distance works. Looks like it's a bit many to take on at once. Take this guy out. It should open up a path. A bit closer. There you go. Sweet dreams.
Lucky me.
Go away. Go away. Just leave. There you go. Vantage.
Red lightning's trouble.
Okay, so now I need
I'm almost there.
to fight the Stormbird. What? Overhang should be pretty good actually. Come on. This little thing here is pretty good for hiding. Wait, what do I have? Let's try and hit them with 2 of these. See how he responds, but probably... I mean, presumably since he's a shock type enemy, that won't do much. think if we just stay calm,
Here they come.
right out. Let's set him on fire then. Ooh, sweet AC. Setting him on fire seemed pretty good. Bugger off with that shit. Okay, no longer weak to fire, okay. Oh. Yeah, you felt that, eh? See. thing was pretty annoying. Does a lot of damage and can take it as well.
White as bone. That thought got dark.
Flying enemies, I think, have the potential to be the most difficult. Much less you can do to lure them into traps. And they also move in a way that makes their vital spots a bit more difficult to land good shots on. Huh. What's going on here?
Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
I still don't trust silence. Still definitely don't trust silence.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
But then sometimes I really like him.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
Sometimes I feel like silence is definitely bullshitting us.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
I mean,
You make it sound like I should
maybe
apologize.
you should have just gone through the
Not at all.
concrete to the
It
sides
never
of
occurred
it.
to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
She seems way more mature than 19.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years, and we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades.
Maybe.
Everything depends on you.
I guess she matured a bit
Genetic identity confirmed.
faster than people
Entry authorized.
do in
Greetings, Dr.
general
Silver. You are cleared to proceed.
here in the real world. Because, you know, she lives in the wilderness as an outlander. That makes sense.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
I guess it's better than being
Mind your footing.
well, yeah. I know I've said it before, but not in this way. Even inside of this caves, this game is really good looking. I guess it's time for one of your signature death-defying rappels. Superhero landing.
Guess that's my way across.
It's not even
Don't think, Aloy. Just do it.
I could have said it better myself.
fog.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
Well,
That's over.
yeah, this climb is hazardous at best. Going down or up? Guessing down.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Guess we're going up.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Oh, there's the thing.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia. And her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Gotta say, the characters in the main story, or any storyline in this game, really top notch. Good work, Debs. Both main characters and side characters, just really, I'm impressed. It's unusually good for a game of any genre.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paik I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis-Sade zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given the chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
I think the timing on this is going to be pretty good. I'll finish this up and then I'll be done for today.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Right. Is that all I had to do? Is that it? Is that it? Solid state storage with cursor scanning in case severe data corruption for impact on this push flash. So is it working on it now? Let's hope so. Otherwise, I guess we'll look it up online.
Elizabeth. What is this?
The shrine?
This is Charles Ronson.
It's dead then, I suppose.
I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So... happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
So in the end, she sacrificed herself.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek.
Maybe.
She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. with an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Oh, now there's a clone baby.
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Alright, Silence, what do you have to say about this?
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
He's right. How can you...
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong.
Well, you don't know.
Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
She couldn't be alive after 1,000 years. That would be super weird. If it's actually been 1,000 years. But looking at the state of all this stuff, yeah, it could be 1,000 years. And then, I mean, barring some magic life-extending technology, she couldn't be alive this long after.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
I don't know what that means. Is that virtual porn? I don't know. So the world's ended, what else is there to do, like that other characters from the past said?
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? whole lot of so-called truth, a whole lot of noise. It's not pablum, Liz. It's poison.
Huh? Yeah, so the question is Ted gonna be even more of a villain from the past than he already is? Is Silence sketch?
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
My stomach sank a bit there.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke, make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
There was a side room, or was there? Yeah, exactly. Aloy, they're mummies from 1,000 years ago.
What?
Where are they? They looked almost...
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted, we've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Planting atmosphere.
What a crazy SOB.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones. evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Well.
The Master Override. That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Oh, is that all? Piece of cake. Crazy cave.
Sound good?
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
If she were to fall there, that would be the end. Not just of her and the game, but the end of humanity and life on Earth. Hades would reset and then there would be no Gaia to rebuild. Well, we would have to start over from an evolutionary zero. I mean, there would of course be bacteria, for example, and such. So not quite zero, but
You're
close to zero.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge.
Well, we knew as much.
Delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I mean, yes. We kind of already... I guess maybe they didn't say it out loud, but I just took for granted that destroying everything is Hades' endgame.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Yeah, it's a complicated backstory. He's trying.
You've done terrible things, Silence. But you've also done what you could to undo them.
Nothing else. We need him.
I can't say you've balanced the scale, but at least you've tried.
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again. A few more safeguards, perhaps. But basically the same.
Really? So much for learning from mistakes.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Can't you stick around a bit? I mean, if you want to discover more stuff, you'll greatly increase your chances if you stick around with Aloy and keep making sure that she's successful.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence. And you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine? Divine timeline. Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sanctum's reign. Divine Karja. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me. Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Divine Karja. Now that's more like it.
Drop the lance. What's this? That would have been easy to miss. Or, okay. Maybe not, since it's a main quest objective.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Let me get that vantage point and then maybe I can be done for this part. No. Ooh. Oh, this place, man. Falling to your death is a definite high probability risk here. So many things that had to go right for this chain of events to happen. Hostile landscape. Which side do I climb up on? Well, this looks like it.
Shitstorm Tour, Day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
I can't spare the weight.
Should get the metal flower. By way of that. That also means saving and taking a break.